So here's the continuation on the show that I was having with Travis earlier this week. So, hey, Travis, we're still talking from earlier.
Hey, how'd it be?
What were we talking about now? You said you want to talk about something else?
How? I mean, we can talk about Splatoon. Which
Oh,
we
I had
both
something to
played.
talk about. Okay, Splatoon.
Okay.
You want to talk about Splatoon? What do you want to talk about Splatoon?
No, fuck Splatoon.
I gotta talk about a game with you, but go ahead, Splatoon first.
Oh, I mean, it's all right.
I wanna do Salmon Run. I really don't like Salmon Run, dude.
That's my favorite part.
No,
Salmon.
I like Salmon Run, but like I tried to run it today, and I hate this randomly generated weapons thing.
No, it's not random. It's 4 weapons for each.
Four
run,
weapons,
right?
but it's random depending on which one you get on which
round or wave. Yeah.
So like the last one I played, I got like the dual splatties. We did great. And then the next one they gave me
You get
this
the sniper rifle.
Yeah, I got the sniper rifle. I couldn't shoot anything. Like,
Yeah.
Like
and it sucks because if you're a sniper rifle, you have like some responsibility to take out certain
big ones.
enemies. Yeah.
Yes. And the problem is, it's not that I don't want to get good at sniper rifles, but the thing about it is, I didn't understand this when I played the first Splatoon, and I didn't play anything online. But I recently started playing with this guy that was pretty ranked, not ranked, but like he's A plus or whatever ranking it is.
Sure.
And he follows a lot of like professional Splatoon players and stuff like that. So he understands the game a lot better than I do.
Yeah.
And I don't think people understand like. The ability for you to survive situations all revolves around you being able to ink the ground so that you have a pathway to get the hell out of there, you know?
Right.
And
yeah.
with some of these weapons, you're not able to ink the ground, and you can't get like with the sniper rifle when you got a
you're
bunch
fucked.
of these. Yeah, with a bunch of these little guys creeping up on you, you can't ink the ground worth dick because one, your stream is really small, and second, it's not like a rapid fire. So like you get surrounded, and you're like, I can't make it out of here. Died.
And the rapid fire that it does have is some shitty little pee out some ink right in front of you and doesn't even hit anything.
Right, exactly. So, and that's the thing I have a problem with is that
I mean, I guess the idea is you have to adopt the strategy that it's forcing you to play with. You know, if you have a sniper rifle, you should be standing on top at the highest point and taking care of shit that way. But it really leaves out the opportunity to take out certain bosses, like the grenade guy. You have to throw the grenades in,
right.
Or if you need to pick up those orbs because you have people dead or not where they need to be, you kind of just can't go do it by yourself.
Right.
So
and
I
also,
can see what you're saying.
And also, like some of these bosses are like megally overpowered, and I'm totally fine with them being difficult. I'm totally fine with them being overpowered. But when I'm like a sniper. And the thing comes out and then just rains green ink everywhere.
Oh,
and I'm like, I need to
that.
get out of here. Oh, can't because I have a sniper rifle. That's the shit that like.
Yeah,
makes me
and
not
I mean,
wanna
hell,
play
when you get to sometimes the waves just get the bosses come so quickly. There's really not if you don't get the first boss killed.
Yeah, that
it
just stacks up on.
Gets
everything.
out of hand so fast, which is exciting. But when you're stuck with the weapon that you're no good at, it's really discouraging.
Yes, absolutely. And that's my problem with the Splatoon
But-
Salmon Run.
That being said, I know a lot of people have been complaining about how it's only on certain days and stuff.
Yeah, which
I like that.
Yeah, except for we can't play Salmon Run tonight because it just ended at 7 today.
Well, sure, but if we were in the same room, we could play it on our own or whatever. But
okay,
I like.
Okay, so when you're moving down to Houston.
No, I know, but I just like how because I think it's got to get pretty boring pretty quickly. It's not the most like fucking yeah. There's not that much to do. So the way that they space it out and they have prizes and stuff, and you can only get certain types of currencies by doing it, it makes it more of a rewarding experience.
No,
like
I agree with that. I know why. I've watched a couple of YouTube videos about people talking about like they're doing this to make it more special because if you could play it at any time, you could play it at any time.
And then you'll end up just getting dead rooms where you can't find anybody to play with.
Right, exactly. So they want to set it up to the point where it's like you always can play Turf War anytime. You can jump in, you can play that.
Yeah,
but
Turf War I'm tired of already.
Yeah,
the ranked modes are all.
I'm tired because I feel like there's none of stages. Like I'm still. How many stages are there total? Like 6?
Six or 8 maybe.
6. Because I feel like there's only 6, and I always get the same 2 or 3. And there's like one of them that I've never even played, but it just.
Well,
never...
I think one of them's not for Turf Wars, or something like that. That being said, it would be nice if they had more maps, but I do like the map rotation system.
And I'm hoping they do that for ARMS too. By the way, if they add like another 6 characters to Arms. Arms will be my favorite game. Like one of my favorites of all time.
They just added one.
No, that guy didn't count, dude. That's the boss character that they just made playable all of a sudden. I'm talking about.
I mean, they did say that they're going to continue doing that.
No, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm waiting on. That's what I'm hoping on. Totally for me, I'm totally fine with them releasing like DLC costumes and stuff. Like I want all sorts of different costumes. And it's stupid because you're not ever going to really see it. You know, like other people are going to see it more than you do because the way of Arms is like set up. But like
you do know you can change your color palette, right?
No, I know that. That. Come on, I'm pro level Arms.
I know. You Google shit.
No, but I want to I want Ribbon Girl tuxedo outfit or Ribbon Girl. Yeah. No bikinis. I don't need a bikini. I don't need to be. I don't need it to be that. I don't need to be that obvious. But I want
the mummy guy to have a bikini.
I want it to be like fucking Sentai. Somebody to have a Sentai outfit and somebody to have some sort of crazy other outfit, dude. That's what I want for that game.
They certainly left a lot of room to put all kinds of fun stuff in, and I hope that they continue to do it for free. I don't think.
Yeah. People have complained that it's very bare bones, but
I mean,
what
I
else
get what
do
they're
you need?
trying to do, though. It's supposed to be bare bones so that
it's a fighting game.
Yeah, the fundamentals of the game are very technical, and once you get a handle on it, it becomes a much deeper experience.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. You should just be always fighting. Like I wish there was a story mode. I wish that whenever I fought a character, like it wouldn't just be a talking text scene. There were literally not even a scene, but just text. I wish there was actually a cut scene where Helix runs on stage and goes wobble wobble, and then whatever mechanic is.
To be honest, though, I can't think of one fighting game that the story was actually worth paying attention to.
Injustice. Play the Injustice games because I love.
Okay, yeah, those are fun. I've been playing two,
and that's why I play the Injustice games. That's why when Injustice came out earlier this year, I was like, gotta play Injustice. I gotta play this because I remember the first Injustice, loving it, and then I played Mortal Kombat X, and I was like, it's just not the same because the Mortal Kombat characters are not the same as the DC characters.
Yeah, way more DC characters have 70, 80 years of material to work on.
Well, it's just that the characters and the characters. Yeah, I remember there was a Mortal Kombat X character that was literally like Shino from Naruto. Like she was like a bug lady, and she would throw bugs at you.
Ugh.
Yeah, so I was like, no. But
Mortal Kombat's never been strong on their actual characters. The how they fight, that's one thing, but their actual backstories and shit. I mean, it's not. You watch the movie, and that's not very good.
Travis, they had 5 ninjas of different colors. Maybe more than 5. They had yellow, red. They had yellow, red. They had green. They had purple. They had
blue.
Gray.
Sub-Zero.
One? Oh, blue. So Sub-Zero blue. So that's 6 at least. And then on top of that, they had the red and yellow robots too.
Oh yeah, they kind of just started throwing shit in there. But I never really enjoyed Mortal Kombat. It never felt very fluid of a game.
Yeah. Well,
it was all about. I don't know.
I'm okay with it.
Really?
Are you? Well, I don't care, but I'm not I'll play the game, play it through, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Are you interested in any of the other movies coming out this year?
Coming out this year? Well, I know It is coming out, and I'm excited about that. That looks fucking dope. It? Stephen King's It.
Oh, you mean the clown?
Yeah.
Oh, really? There's a remake of that or something?
Yeah, dude, watch the trailer. It's fucking crazy. It's going to be good.
Watch it. I'm more interested in, Thor, Ragnarok, and...
Oh, dude, I'm tired of that shit. I was tired of it 5 years ago.
No. I love this year, dude.
Care, man.
Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out on Blu-ray in a couple weeks.
I enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy, but honestly, I look too much like Chris Pratt to enjoy his work.
You look too much like it? You know what's funny? Because my girlfriend always said I was... personality-wise, I was a lot like Chris Pratt.
Oh, that reminds me. What's his name? It's like JJ or something from Rooster Teeth.
JJ?
Jay something. One of the guys from Rooster Teeth. I ended up accidentally meeting him at Egos in Austin 3-4 years ago, and he was so drunk he thought I was Chris Pratt, and he took a picture with me. It's somewhere online.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen it a couple of times. People will send it to me. Oh my God, you're on this website. People that look like famous people. I'm like, oh great.
You don't look anything like Chris Pratt though, dude.
Well, when I got my stubble. Right now I have a full beard, so I definitely don't.
Okay. JJ?
Is that his name?
Well, I don't know. I don't know the Rooster Teeth
I don't
guys.
fucking know, dude.
I don't know all the news people they have, but
yeah.
Did he have a bunch of tattoos?
No, he had like black hair and was kind of tan, and I don't remember much about him. I was drunk too, but
Maybe he was JJ then. So my other so the question I was going to ask you about video games is, have you ever played any of the Mega Man games?
I've never beaten one, that's for sure.
But you've played the Mega Man games.
Yeah, and I've also played Mega Man 64.
Okay, well, Mega Man Legends, I guess, is what it would
Yeah,
be.
PS1 or whatever.
Okay, so do you know which Mega Man games you've played?
I've certainly played 9 and 10 and Mega Man X.
So 9 and 10 are the newest ones, the one that were released on the
Right. And then
Okay,
I've
you
played Mega Man, the ones that were for the Game Boy. I've played,
Okay.
which are probably 1, 2, and 3. I don't know.
You played any of the NES ones?
No, I played Super Nintendo one, which I guess that was Mega Man X. But
Okay.
I've definitely played the older ones. I'm not sure which because there's so fucking many of them. But I've never been able to. It's an impossible game.
Okay, because I'm curious. I'm curious as to, because I started working on a video about Mighty Number 9 because I actually beat that last year.
What is that? You asked me about that.
You don't even know what it is?
No.
Fantastic. Don't look anything up on it. Don't look anything up on it.
Okay.
At all.
Is
It's from the guy who created Mega Man.
Oh yeah, I heard about it, but I was like, oh, more Mega Man. I'm not interested.
Okay, so I would like to, the next time we meet up, I'd like to sit down and try to play that game and get your impressions. You're all like
You trying to get some screams from me or something?
No, not at all. Completely not at all. I just want. I don't know what have you heard about that game?
Nothing.
Okay,
I don't know anything about it.
Absolutely. So I don't want to tell you anything because if I tell you anything, that's the thing. There's some, as simply as I can put it, there's some controversy surrounding the game.
Okay.
And it affected how people.
People expected it to be more like Mega Man, and it kind of took some new directions or liberties.
Well, that's the thing I want to find out because when you have a game like Mega Man, which everybody's played and everybody thinks of a certain way,
yeah.
You release another game that says, "Hey, this is like Mega Man." Everyone's either going to, it was me and my brother were talking about today, but it's like, you can't please everybody, right? Everybody wants the same old good feelings that I played when I was a kid, but yet they also want it to be brand new and fresh and interesting and
awesome
revolutionary.
Right.
So I mean,
you can't win.
You can't win, absolutely. And when you add on the other controversy that it had to deal with, then it makes it like an insurmountable thing. So I'm really curious as to find somebody's opinion about, like, I just want somebody to play it and then they play it.
Unadulterated opinion.
Unadulterated. Adulterated means what specifically?
I don't remember. It just sounded right.
That's the way you're supposed to use it, but I don't think if the meaning is correct.
Well, someone can figure it out. They know what I mean.
Okay. And then you had something else game-wise you wanted to talk about?
Game-wise? Oh, I have been playing PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
Oh yeah, but that game you were playing earlier, right?
Yeah.
So
it's really surprising how much of a hit it is.
Well, how new is that game?
It's been out, I think, for a few months at least.
Okay, only a few months.
Maybe the beginning of this year. It's not even out yet, technically. It's fucking early access or whatever. So we're probably all gonna get screwed. But
okay, but you mentioned like DayZ. Is that what you said?
Yeah, because I mean, okay, so Arma, that series.
Arma.
It's like a military simulator kind of game where it's really, really bare bones. You gotta fucking. I don't know. I never played it. I bought it so I could get the the mod or whatever for DayZ, the original DayZ mod. And what it is essentially PlayerUnknown Battleground, except there's no deathmatch feel. There's a bunch of zombies and there's a bunch of asshole real people that just want to kill you for your shit. Right. And it drops you in the middle. There's no real end goal. You die and you come back to life and you try again. See how much like really nice armor or weapons you can get.
Right.
So it was a fun premise, but it didn't really have...
It's one of those roguelikes, basically.
Essentially.
You go into the dungeon and you try to find out how far you can make it.
It's short term. You don't really like level up or anything. And then after that came out, eventually the people that made that mod came out with DayZ. And then I think H1Z1 came out with the same sort of premise. And H1Z1 ended up being like people just cheating people out of money or something. And then DayZ ended up being abandoned and not really supported well. And so now there's this great opportunity for this game, PlayerUnknown Battleground, to really take that position of a battle royale type game, and I think it's doing a pretty good job.
Battle royale, like Hunger Games, you get dropped on an island and just
100 people dropped on an island in
Is
flight.
it 100 really?
Well, it's up to 100. Usually it's in the 90s, but
oh really?
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was 90. I thought it was like 20 people.
No, it gets to 20.
Okay, so when somebody dies, it doesn't flash out so and so died, right?
It says this guy killed this guy with this weapon.
It does show it.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you blew yourself with a grenade up, what did it?
It said I killed myself with a fucking grenade. That was such bullshit, though. That's not how grenades work. Nobody.
How long have you been playing this game that you blew yourself with a grenade?
I've never held a grenade.
Which by the way, after hiding in a bush for 15 minutes.
Yeah, I know this fucking game. I don't know.
I'm okay.
Man.
Look, by the way, I'm okay with that strategy. I'm okay with you hiding in the bush. But if you're gonna hide in the bush, then hide in the bush. Don't hide in the bush for 15 minutes and then see a guy, and then as soon as you saw the guy, you just started shooting at him, and then totally gave away your position, and then you ran around a corner and then blew yourself up with a grenade.
I also realize that people watching me play the game don't want to see me sitting there for 20 minutes waiting.
Yeah, no, I know.
But
I definitely know. Which is why if I were playing the game, I wouldn't have hid in the bushes in the first place.
Well, it's a hard game. People, you don't know where they are. If you get shot at, you really have like.
No, I understand, but there's either two ways to play it. Either you play it legitly and fuck the viewers, or you play it just gung ho like you want to be Bruce Willis in Die Hard, and
which I've done.
Have you ever had a situation like I saw you going through houses and like opening up doors? Have you ever had a point where you just open the door and like there's a guy with his pants down, and then you just like it becomes this grab for your gun and see who can shoot who the first?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of times where that happens exactly. Where we'll land next to each other and there's one gun in front of us, and we'll both run towards it to pick it up, and pretty much whoever gets it is gonna live. And that's happened a few times. There's also happened when you walk into a room and someone's sitting there in a bathtub waiting for you and blows your fucking head off. So
then he just sits there and camps for you?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing keeping anyone from camping. It's pretty much a camping game. The only thing that prevents that is that circle that closes, that forces everyone to come into contact with one another.
Which is what my question was going to be. That was originally my question when I saw you playing. I was like, well, what's going to keep
just hiding?
Yeah,
forever.
Just anybody. But the
circle gets incredibly small, where it's usually just like a couple trees and a bush, and that's what the game comes down to when there's like 4 or 5 people left.
Which is good or not good?
It's good. It's just super stressful. It's exciting, and if you win, I've won once.
I feel like that's such a I feel like that would be such a waste. Like you play. How long does a typical game last?
If you're gonna live till pretty far into the game, probably like 30 minutes.
Okay, so like you spend 30 minutes like on edge, scrounging for things, being careful, poking your head out little by little, and then like at the last 30 seconds comes down to this like two bush in a tree like shootout. Like I feel like that's such a waste. I feel like it should be like a Metal Gear Solid the end sniper battle where you're like
can be.
You're like sitting there looking through the sniper rifle like where is he? Where is he? And you turn, you're like, oh shit, and he blows your head off, and you're like
that type of experience is probably more halfway through a game where you have that sniper off. It's fun, and and the further you get, the more points or whatever you get at the end, currency or whatever.
Well, that's good because the majority of the players are getting that experience, and that's the experience you want, right?
Yeah,
versus like you're saying, for the last 5 people out of 100.
And also,
who cares if 5 people get the shootout?
Yeah, that last shootout though. I mean, throughout the game, you're picking up other stuff, grenades, different types of grenades, and whatnot, and that kind of and energy drinks and that do certain things.
Drinks?
Yeah, you can get like.
But there's no
adrenaline.
In this game, correct?
There's no zombies.
Okay.
There's no people except the other real people. But by the end of the game, when there's only 5 people left, you should have a whole arsenal of things that will make even that small landscape manageable for a fun little battle if you know what you're doing. Throw a smoke grenade, you throw a flashbang over there, you go switch trees, all of a sudden he doesn't know where you are, and you have the upper hand. Like, it can be really exciting. Mm-hmm. Or you can die, so... It's fun. I don't know how... I'm not going to be able to play it for much longer. I think it's killing my computer, though.
Well, you said you won once, right?
Yeah.
What was the scenario in which you won? Like, when it came down to?
I mean, what it came down to was I was behind a tree, and this other guy was up a hill behind a tree, and I saw him, and he saw me, so he was shooting at that tree. I threw a Molotov at him, but it was nowhere near enough to get him. But he was scared, so he ran to another tree and lay down, and I killed him.
He laid down? What do you mean he laid down?
He thought that like the fire or the fire from the Molotov would hide his moving, and I saw him moving the whole time. Saw where he tried to set up, and as he laid down and started trying to find me again, I just killed him. I shot him in the face. So there's grenades really. I mean, it was very exciting for me because I killed probably 6 people in that match. I still remember it, all of it. Even took a screenshot of it. You should frame it, but.
You should frame it. Why would I frame it? It has nothing to do with me. I'm not like proud of you. Dad.
Don't you want to be? It's exciting. It's definitely not a game for you though. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, because I have a problem with like these roguelikes. Because
Yeah,
I'll make one run, and then as soon as the run's over, I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like
Yeah,
I bought Binding of Isaac for the Switch, and I like.
Really?
Yeah,
I almost did.
I'll play one run. Well, I bought it mainly for that little manual that comes in with it.
It actually has a manual?
Yeah. You've not seen the manual before?
No.
Look at it, dude.
It's pretty nice.
Oh my gosh.
I have been
Well,
kind of
you might
butthurt that
not- you
Nintendo
might
doesn't
not-
have manuals.
I don't know if you'll get the. I don't know if you'll get the reference. You might be too old, or too young. You've not seen
What?
the manual before?
The manual for Binding of Isaac that came with the... No. I didn't even know any Nintendo Switch games were coming with manuals.
Well,
Which I
well,
wish
the
they
thing
would.
is, a lot of these, I sent it to you on Skype, by the way. Just
Oh.
click on that. There's a bunch of pictures. Most of these ones that Nicholas has been coming out with have come with manuals. So Binding of Isaac came with a manual. If you picked up Cave Story, came with a manual.
Oh, no, I got the digital copy.
So I'm not sure about the rest of those, but they have like 4 or 5 other games that are coming out in the pipeline, all published by Nicholas. They might all come with manuals. But you see that link that I sent you with the
Yeah.
like that's like, have you ever seen the manual for the original Legend of Zelda?
Is it similar?
It's like almost exactly the same. It's like
Oh, that's
it's a
cool.
gold paper, like foil paper
Huh?
manual like that, and then like all the
All the keys and shit.
all the little drawings and stuff are exactly like
Oh,
that.
that's cool.
It's fucking
Yeah.
awesome. It's great. Which is why
I
I bought
almost bought that, but I have it for PC, so I was like, nah, I'm
No, exactly. I don't have a PC. I don't have it for PC. I've specifically tried not to buy it because I knew it wasn't my type of game. But I
Yeah.
bought it. I bought it. The first thing I did, I took the manual out. I put it in a plastic baggie, zip-locked it up, then put it in a plastic Tupperware box and closed it. And like it's just sitting there. I'm never gonna touch it.
I'm not even gonna read it.
No, I'm not. The point is not
do
for
with
me
it?
to read it. It's the point of me is to keep it in pristine condition.
Are you just gonna open a video game museum one day or something?
You know, I actually thought about that when I was younger, like when I was still working at GameStop,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'll just open up a video game machine. I had like a video game museum. I had like sealed. You wanted to hear like some of the stuff I had at the time?
I know what you know.
I had sealed copies of World of Warcraft Collector's
Right.
Edition, like the first 3.
All of them. Yeah.
And then finally, when I moved, I think when I went to Japan, I sold all 3 of them off for like $250 each or something like
Oh
that.
my god, people are crazy.
Because I was like, I needed money, but I wanted to keep those sealed, and like at one point I had like all 4 Dead or Alive Extreme Beach volleyball bikinis still sealed.
Like actual bikini?
Yeah, like actually, you don't know about this?
They actually released what market? Who were they selling that game to? There's no women buying that game that need a bikini.
No, I mean the bikinis were on sale separately. Oh,
Oh,
you know
okay.
what's so funny? Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, I bought 4 of them. I can't even tell you how much they were individually.
A lot or
Yes,
not a lot?
a lot.
Oh, okay.
But
Do you
anyways,
think they're worth anything now?
Well, no. There
Or did you
were
wear
some,
'em and
there
wear
were
out the value?
something there were something for the right people, because you can't find
Yeah,
them anymore.
sure.
And if you're that kind of collector, you probably would pay for it because you're like, oh well, shit, I can't get it. The problem is there's probably only a handful of those collectors in the entire world anyway.
Yeah. Hard
So
enough to
how do you
find
get in contact with those people? But anyways, I bought 4 of them. One of them was actually stolen from me. There was somebody who went into my house, like was in my room for some reason, and came across it and took. And I know it was a girl. I know it was her because it was a girl. And I was like, because why? Who else would take a Dead or Alive bikini out of my closet?
Somebody
Like
wants
these
to
are in
sit
the package and stuff.
Yeah.
So I know it was her.
One of your exes or something?
No, that's the craziest thing. It was like somebody who was in my house, like an aunt's kid or something like that.
Was this in Austin?
No, this is in Houston. Since I moved back to Houston,
Oh,
because when I
okay.
moved back to Houston, I brought them all back with me. I had 4, and I brought 3 back with me, and now I only have 2 because the 2 of them are gone. You know where my other one went?
Where?
I gave it to her, to Cecile.
Oh, really?
I gave it to Cecile for one of her like birthday gifts, because she knew I had them. She was like, "Oh, these are so cool, David," and I was like, "Yeah." And then so like when I was moving, I was like, "Well, what do I really need these bikinis for? I'll give it to Cecile. Cecile's my friend, you know." And she would
Yeah, I know she is.
she would appreciate it, and she wouldn't be like, "Dude, you're being a creep, David," because she knows.
Well,
like
yeah,
she knows.
she knows.
She and I were both into that game, and she was like super into it. You know, she had like this checklist for all the bikinis, and she was all trying to send the bikinis to every single character, and like
I had a buddy like that.
Tried-
He fucking owned that game.
and try to unlock everything in the game. And I was like, she likes it. So like for her birthday, like I wrapped one of them up, and then I wrote a little note, and I was like, "Would you please be my partner in the upcoming volleyball match?" And I fucking
That's
sent-
awesome.
and I
Oh, that's a
sent
good gift.
I sent it to her for her birthday, and like she was like, "Yeah, I tried it on, but it doesn't really work for me."
I imagine the top's probably too big.
I don't know. It was a size medium. The thing about it is, I don't think they were made out of like bikini material.
It was made out of like cosplay material.
Right. So like bikini material is like stretchy, like
Spandexy sort of stuff.
Spandexy, like form-fitting. Like
Yeah.
it would hold up in water, and I think
This was just cloth.
And then yeah, exactly. And I think she tried to like, I don't know if she went try to go swimming in it, but I think she was like, it got wet, and like you were gonna you could tell like this wasn't gonna hold together.
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just for volleyball.
So maybe it's just for like collector's edition, and put it up and frame it and put it up. I'm gonna try to find 2 more of those. I have a lot of cool stuff that I have still left.
I
over.
know you do, dude.
I still have like Mega Man bobbleheads and Beautiful Joe bobbleheads.
You still have your copy of what was it? That Game Boy Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy Adventures.
Final Fantasy Adventures?
Yeah.
Like sealed or what?
Huh?
Sealed or what? I have a bunch.
No.
Final Fantasy Adventures I still have, yeah. On
Yeah,
Game
yeah,
Boy.
I don't know. That's just first thing that came to mind. Something that you had that was always like, damn, that's pretty cool. Yep. All right. Well, do we want to end on that, or you got more for Splatoon?
Yeah, okay. So we'll end on that. Oh, yeah,
All right,
did you want to talk more about Splatoon? Is that what you said?
No, I was asking if you wanted, if we wanted to keep going or not.
That's good. I think we're good. We'll see.
All right.
We'll see you next episode.
Alrighty, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed it.
Bye.